to the final press conference for SHOWTIME Championship Boxing this Saturday night, March 3rd at the Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, presented by Premier Boxing Champions, the Heavyweight Championship of the World. Deontay Wilder, champion, Luis Ortiz, challenger. First bout in the arena will be at 5:30. SHOWTIME's telecast will begin at 9 p.m. Tickets are selling remarkably well, I'm happy to say. It's going to be a crazy packed room at the Barclays Center. I do anticipate there are going to be some tickets upstairs for sale, but those people that want to get those floor seats or whatever's left of the risers, I'd be calling pretty quickly if you haven't gotten your tickets already, because this fight is getting the kind of reception that it deserves. Before I introduce everyone at the dais and some of our other notables, I want to bring up this heavyweight championship fight is for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. I want to bring up a man who's been in the forefront of testing for performance-enhancing drugs, in the forefront of trying to create a clean sport. And that's what we have in this fight, by the way, a fight that's been fully tested by VADA throughout the course of our promotion. And there are going to be two clean fighters in this heavyweight championship in the ring on Saturday night. I'd like to bring up first the president of the WBC, Mauricio Suleiman.
Good morning. Buenos dias, campeones. I am extremely proud and happy and excited to represent the WBC. Thank you, Lou, for your kind words. It has been a difficult road to implement the clean boxing program, and he has suffered most of all the clean boxing program results. Wilder has lost 4 fights already on the paper, having to step aside and not perform, but that speaks of the greatness of his commitment and his leadership and role model attitude to make boxing clean. Ortiz was found with an adverse finding last year. We did a thorough investigation. We did thorough medicals in Florida and in New York with WBC appointed doctors, and the investigation has been completely clean. He has been tested as well as our champion, so the fight is absolutely ready to go on Saturday. I would like to congratulate once again Barclays Center. It's becoming the house of boxing. It is the true best place to watch a fight with the greatest atmosphere. And SHOWTIME and my good friend Stephen Espinosa and their commitment to bring the best fights to the sport is something that we have to recognize and applaud. Lou DiBella, the most loyal WBC promoter, he's successful due to his hard work and his dedication and the commitment to bring to the fans the best fights, because the fans are the ones that own the sport. We have to make sure the best fights are made, because boxing is coming back in a way that we all expected, because we know what boxing is, and we're just very happy and proud. The heavyweight division is a division of Ali, Fraser, Foreman, Larry Holmes, Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Vitaly Klitschko. And today, I can say with great pride that Deontay Wilder is a WBC heavyweight champion of the world. 39 wins, 38 knockouts, and he has knocked out every single fighter he ever faced, because Steven, who went 12 rounds with him, was knocked out in 1 round in his last outing. That night, Wilder looked like Ali, Holmes, and Tyson in the same body. Great jab, great hunger and passion, and then the stature of a great champion standing tall after winning the fight. I am very proud of Ortiz. He pleaded and he made sure that we went through the whole process to prove he was not guilty. His problem was not to disclose with his letter a medicine he had taken for high blood pressure, but I'm happy that the due process resulted positive, and this fight is going to be made. I wish both of you the best of luck. God bless you. And I'm very, very proud and thankful for the way you truly represent the green and gold, always feeling proud of being our champion. Thank you very much.
This will be Deontay's third defense of his title in Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center. He successfully defended against Arthur Spilka there in what was a frightening knockout. And he successfully defended against Bermane Stavern there in what was a more frightening knockout. I'm proud to work with the Barclays Center. I'm proud to promote boxing in Brooklyn. Brett Yormark and everyone that works for him have turned the Barclays Center into one of the, if not the non-casino mecca of boxing in the United States today, one of the best venues for boxing in the world, and certainly a venue for boxing that is dedicated toward bringing the fans a consistency of excellent arena programming. And I think that's emblematic of everything that they do at the Barclays Center. But I think that Brett and his people stand alone in the world of boxing. It's my pleasure to bring up my friend, the man that runs the show at the Barclays Center, Brett Yormark.
Thank you, Lou. I can't tell you how excited I am for Saturday night, but for the sport also in general. Deontay and I just an hour ago did an interview on Fox Business Network where they have begun to recognize the incredible growth of boxing and how viable the sport has begun or has become, and that's a tribute to everyone here in the room. This sport is certainly on the rise, and we're just thrilled and blessed to be a part of it. Events like Saturday night in Brooklyn, I think, are one of the many reasons why the sport is thriving. A deep card from top to bottom, featuring 50-50 fights, and world-class athletes with incredible personalities. It's been more than 15 years since we've seen a heavyweight matchup of this magnitude, and we're proud to be hosting it in our ring. I'd like to welcome the champ back to Barclays Center for the third time. Deontay, even though you weren't born in Brooklyn, we do consider you our own, so welcome back. Luis, I'm excited to have you in Brooklyn for the first time, and obviously wish you well on Saturday night. It's not just about the main event. Obviously, it's a card from top to bottom that's incredible, and I also want to welcome Andre and Jose to Brooklyn and wish you both very, very well. I'm also excited to see some of the local talent on the undercard. It's featuring Alicia Napoleon, who will be fighting for a world title. It's also featuring Richard Hitchinson and Kenny Robles. So welcome to all of you, and we're excited to have you in Brooklyn this Saturday. I want to wish all the competitors good luck, and I also want to thank the PBC, Lou DiBella, for all their hard work and their support of our Brooklyn boxing program. Obviously, Stephen Espinoza and Showtime, they have done an incredible job, not only for us in Brooklyn, but bringing this sport to a worldwide audience so often and throughout the year. And looking forward to seeing everyone out there on Saturday night. As Lou said earlier, the seats are moving really quickly. This should be, if not the biggest fight, right up there with the Thurman fight, Garcia fight last spring. We're very, very excited. They're not even mentioning the other fight in town this Saturday night. I don't even know if you know there is a fight in town other than ours. That just speaks to the magnitude of what's happening in Brooklyn and to the people to my right and left. So I'm sure I'm going to see every member of the media in Brooklyn only this weekend, and look forward to hosting you. Thank you very much.
Brett mentioned the off-TV undercard. He alluded to it. And there is a sensational off-TV undercard, and the fights will start at around 5:30 and run through the night. Undefeated prospects like Cordell Booker, Kenny Robles, and Richardson Hitchens, who are both promoted by Floyd Mayweather's Mayweather Promotions. The mandatory challenger for the Golovkin Canelo Alvarez winner, Sergey Derevyanchenko, will be showing his great skills on the card. Gary Antoine Russell, it's a loaded undercard from top to bottom, a terrific fight between Patrick Day and Kyron Davis, a fight that should be a highly competitive fight. And there was also a women's fight on the card, which is something that between Premier Boxing Champions, the Barclays Center, Showtime, my company, we really made an effort to represent women's boxing on each one of our cards, even if it's not a televised bout, to put a fight of significance for the ladies on every card, and sort of to represent the whole undercard, but to also speak about what this opportunity means for her. I want to bring up Alicia Napoleon. Alicia will be fighting for the WBA World 168-pound Championship against an undefeated young lady from Belgium. Alicia, you want to just say just a couple of words?
Well, good evening, everyone. It's really great to be here. It's a wonderful opportunity. And Lou, thank you so much. I'm really happy to say that I'm officially a DeBella girl. I signed with Lou a few days ago, and it's a great welcome to the home gift to me to be able to fight at the Barclays Center for the WBA World title. My last amateur fight when I won the Golden Gloves was in the Barclays Center, so now the new chapter in my new professional career will now again be full circle at the Barclays. So I'm really excited and truly grateful. God is good, and he put me on this platform. This is for him. Glory to him always. And I just want to mention to you guys that yes, boxing is thriving, and we have a great card, and I look forward to having the opportunity that these two gentlemen have right here to be on TV, to be the main event, to fighting for another world title, and to let the world know that women exist. Okay, we are in this game. We are here to stay. We are professional athletes. It doesn't matter whether I'm a man, a woman, whatever gender I decide to be. I am a professional athlete. And I expect the world to get on board and give us that same respect. There is a pool of women that have such phenomenal talent and beauty that can bring this game to a whole nother level. So hopefully, just like Lou is, everybody else can get on board with us and support us, because we have a fight to show you that you will fall in love with. Thank you all. I look forward to seeing you Saturday night.
This card was constructed, this TV boxing card was constructed to provide incredible entertainment. The opening fight to the heavyweight championship of the world is a fight for the interim IBF 168-pound title. But it's a rematch of a fight that was incredibly entertaining, highly controversial, and that needed to happen again. Jose Uzategui, correct? I've been practicing that in. And Andre Durrell needed to fight again. And Steven Espinoza knew that and put that fight together. The main event, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. You know, I just read something in the newspaper, one of my fellow promoters, and Eddie Hearn. Eddie said, I don't really understand this fight. Why are you taking, why is Deontay Wilder taking this kind of risk? I mean, shouldn't you do a risk-reward analysis? I know, the last time I looked, what everybody in this room wants, what the fans want, what the writers want, what the boxing world needs is the best fighting the best. And you can only fight for what's there. The best fighting the best for what's available. What a novel concept. How amazing. This fight's happening for three reasons. First of all, this guy to my left, put any past controversies aside because they're in the past. This guy's a beast. He's a beast. He's one of the greatest amateur heavyweights in the history of boxing. He had 361 amateur fights. He won 343 of them. It's insane. He's 28-0 with 24 KOs. He's a counter-punching left-hander with one-punch knockout power. He's the boogeyman. He's King Kong. He's the guy people want to run away from. But Deontay Wilder ain't running away from him. Deontay Wilder didn't have to take this fight. No one was demanding it. I mean, after the recent controversies, even though it was clear they worked out and you know, it's not a matter of fault or whatever, but there was no one screaming or demanding that Deontay Wilder fight Luis Ortiz right now. It's happening because he's that damn good, because he's that damn proud. because the champion wants to prove that he is the baddest man on the planet, that he is the best heavyweight in the world, that we don't have to worry about anybody giving us a shot. This man's undefeated. He's knocked out everyone he's ever faced. And he's fighting a better fighter on Saturday night than any of his opposition or potential opposition in the heavyweight division right now has fought. It's a credit to this guy. That's the second reason this fight's happening, because what kind of champion Deontay Wilder is. Third reason this fight's happening is because Showtime didn't want anything less. The fight's happening because this is a fight that Steven Espinoza has steadfastly wanted to see. It's a fight that he knows is the best fight that could be made for Deontay Wilder. It's the most competitive fight, one of the most competitive fights you could make on paper in the heavyweight division. And it's going to establish the credentials of the winner, who I believe is going to be still heavyweight champion of the world to my right. But it's going to establish the credentials of the winner. And if it's Luis, power to him. If he wins the fight, he's the man. If he wins the fight, they're probably going to start running away from him. Deontay's run away from nobody. He was on a runway about to go to Russia to fight the guy that was then considered the boogeyman, who couldn't stay clean. But I'm thrilled that this is happening because it's giving Luis an opportunity, but it's giving Deontay even the bigger opportunity, the opportunity to say, I have no parallel. I am the man. I am the heavyweight champion of the world, the heavyweight champion of the world. And thanks go to Steven Espinoza, the president of sports and event programming at Showtime Networks, for putting this card together. Steven.
Thanks, Lou. When we have a fight card like this, the network gets a lot of credit, but to be honest, we don't deserve it. Really, these fights don't happen unless fighters like these guys are willing to take the fights. I'd actually also like to share credit with two people. The first is Lou DiBella. All of you who are local here know, for 20 years as a promoter, he's been supporting boxing in New York City. He's been a key part of it. He's a key part of this card and a key part of why Showtime has been able to do what we've been doing lately. So I want to recognize him for his contributions, not just to New York City boxing, but to boxing overall. And also, as Brett has pointed out, Brett Yormark in the Barclays Center. They opened 5.5 years ago. In those 5.5 years, they've done 28 fight cards. 28 fight cards at one venue in 5.5 years. There's not another venue in the entire world that can claim that kind of support. So without these two guys, I'd fear for the future of New York City boxing. But with them active in New York City, we're in very, very good hands. When we announced our schedule back in January, there was one fight that really jumped out, I think, to everybody. It was the marquee fight. It is Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz. They have 67 fights between them, 67 wins, 0 losses, 62 knockouts. And it's part of what we are calling March Madness at Showtime, where we have the top 4 heavyweights in the world, all 4 major heavyweight titles on the network, March 3rd and March 31st, when we end the month with Joshua versus Parker. All told, between those 4 fighters, 111 fights, 111 wins, 100 knockouts. There hasn't been a lineup put together like that by any network in the history of the sport. Not all 4 heavyweights, all 4 titles, top 4 all together on one network in 4 weeks. We're proud of what we're doing. But actually, when it comes to Saturday night, the titles are great, unification is great, undefeated records are great. But these fights are about something else. They're about legacy. When people look back and ask, what kind of fighter was Deontay Wilder? What kind of fighter was Luis Ortiz? This is the fight that they will talk about. More important than titles, more important than undefeated records and knockouts, it's how fighters will be remembered. I can't think of a better co-feature, and I even hesitate calling it a co-feature because it was a main event as the first fight. It deserves to be a main event, and I'm glad it's on the platform to get the kind of attention. It's a fight of the year quality fight as a co-feature in Durrell Uzcategui 2. these are the kinds of fights, this is the kind of card that people look back and say, were you there when? Were you at the Barclays Center to see that big heavyweight fight, to see the rematch? So if you're not watching this card, you're not a boxing fan, pure and simple, because this is the best the sport has to offer. So I urge you, be at the Barclays Center Saturday night. If you can't be there, be on Showtime Live at 9 p.m. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Stephen. Rather than go into some more speeches, we're going to do a Q&A. And to host that Q&A is a dear friend of mine, and I'm proud to say that I may have a little bit to do with him getting involved in boxing. He's always been a great commentator and incredible knowledge of everything football. Last night, I lost 3 wagers while watching you call the Villanova-Seton Hall game. And he does everything well, and he's become a great voice of boxing, a great voice of Showtime boxing, the great Brian Custer.
Thank you, Lou, and thank you for everything you've done. Well, you heard from Stephen, you've heard from Lou. Doubleheader, Showtime Championship Boxing, Saturday night, begins at 9 p.m. Eastern. We are going to open with a rematch. Andre Durrell, pride of Flint, Michigan, resides in Boca Raton, 2004 Olympic bronze medalist, 26-2, 16 knockouts. Taking on Jose Uzcategui, 26-2, 22 knockouts. Out of Venezuela, fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico. And Andre, let me start with you. You won the first fight 10 months ago. Jose was DQ'd. At the time of the stoppage, though, Jose was up on 2 of the 3 scorecards. So what do you have to do differently this time around?
Legitimately, I find that to be very true. It was a rocky start for me. He coming with a great shot in the beginning rounds. I fought through that, and I began to take control. The second half of the fight, the second half of the 4th round on. And that's where I began to dominate. That's where I began to take control. And that's where he honestly began to hit me after the bell. This first time was the second round, clearly after the bell. And then a couple of flinches ensued before the actual punch. It did happen. He did put on a great performance. He threw my game off definitely. But with a C- performance, C+ performance at best, I still managed to weather the storm and make some good things happen. And that's where I'll start the fight off at, doing that. But it was rocky. It was awkward. And this fight coming to the 3rd is very deserving for both of us, man. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Jose, the IBF ordered an immediate rematch because they determined that the referee Bill Clancy's work was inappropriate. They said he made 2 mistakes in judgment. When you think back on that fight, especially the way it ended, what upsets you the most?
¿Qué te sentías de la primera pelea con el árbitro no haciendo el trabajo muy bueno y eso es porque tenemos esta revancha?
Bueno, el árbitro desde un principio, desde antes de llegar al ring, siempre estuvo encima mío, con las molestias, molestándome, y yo pienso que por eso actuó de esa manera al momento del golpe, ¿no?
No, since before I even got to the ring, the referee was in my face and he wasn't, I kind of felt some animosity with him towards me and it kind of translated during the course of the fight.
You know, Durrell, and he pointed that out, had success when he boxed and he moved in that fight, especially in the middle rounds, the 6th, 7th round. What have you done in preparation for this rematch to make sure that he doesn't have that same kind of success?
Él todavía estaban siendo bien boxeando a ti en el 6, 7, 8. ¿Qué está haciendo diferente para agarrar tu ventaja más para ti?
Bueno, diferente nada, diferente trabajar y que yo sé que las cosas van a salir mucho mejor que la primera vez.
We're not really doing anything differently. I just went ahead and put in the time and in the gym so that, things can be more conclusively.
Considering the way that first fight ended, you talked about how the referee, you felt some animosity. Will it change your approach? Will you still be aggressive in the rematch?
¿Todavía vas a ser más agresivo en esta revancha con la primera pelea?
Bueno, yo se los voy a dejar ahí. El sábado van a ver que Bolivita no nomás es un boxeador técnico, sino que tengo mucho poder en mis puños y lo van a ver el sábado.
Saturday night, you're not just going to see that I'm just a technical boxer puncher. You're going to see my power on Saturday night.
Andre, biggest change for you this time around will be the voice in your corner. Obviously, your uncle, Leon Lawson Jr., will not be there. You trained with Virgil Hunter for this fight. First time you've trained with him. How was that, the preparation for this fight, different than fights you've had in the past?
Before we continue, I would like to say, on behalf Daryl Peebles, the president of the IBF, okay, boxing is throwing a lot of guns, man. It's been shot at a million times about how it's going down, the UFC is going up. Well, this fight right here is one of the beautiful moments that we have in boxing. There were two wrongs that night. The hit after the bell with Uzcategui, and the IBF immediately declared me the interim IBF world champion. And shortly after that, my uncle wronged Jose Uzcategui by going to his corner deceivingly and hitting that man when he was unaware of anything happening. The IBF made that a mandatory that he get another opportunity off that. So I really do have to give the IBF, the commission, the president, a round of applause. You guys helped me do that for bringing back beauty in the sport. Like I said, it shadowed over UFC. It's been doing that for a while, and I just don't believe that's true. Boxing is an awesome sport, and this is a beautiful moment, man. Now Jose Uzcategui has the opportunity to prove himself once again with more determination, more fire, more hunger, and so do I. I believe this is going to be the worst opportunity of his life, and that's just the truth, but nevertheless, he gets that opportunity, and I believe it'll be the best of mine. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. Hey, Sam Cooke. Hey. And what is that change? That change, I do believe, is my opportunity to prove all of the critics wrong this time around. I am not the favorite. God gives me the favor, but you don't. That's the beautiful thing of this journey for me. The beautiful thing for him is his opportunity as well. The change is I'll change every single mind in here the night of the 3rd. Jamel Charlo is not fighting on this card. That would have been another awesome action-packed fight. I got to fill that void, or we got to fill that void. He steps up to the plate, I hit a home run. That's my mission. I plan on completing that mission.
And again,
On with the question again.
Training with Virgil Hunter.
People love to look at Andre Durrell and say his mental game is screwed all the way up. Well, if you think so, Virgil Hunter has definitely helped me with that. We've worked on a masterful game plan. I don't know that man. I believe as a coach, I never will. He's a tough guy to work with, but nevertheless, we did all of the necessary things we need to do to make sure we accomplish this fight in A-plus fashion. I will not leave a doubt in anyone's mind that the next 2 years or more or less, given if I want to stay, will be the A-plus years of my career. I've been blessed with 14 great illustrious career. It's been a roller coaster ride, and Virgil is helping me along the way now. It's a new look for me, and I feel good, man. I really do, man. This is a very confident moment for me, a very, very tough fighter in Uzcategui, a hungry fighter, like I said before, and I'm ready to just prove myself, man. I'm so grateful that I have Virgil Hunter in my corner now. So, with that being said, I'm going to get the job done March 3rd.
So let me ask you this, and we'll wrap it up with this. You just talked about those critics, and it was written after this fight. A number of people wrote that you were hurt in the 8th round and that they believed that Uzcategui would have stopped you had the fight continued. Are you happy to get the rematch to finally settle this?
That's the beauty of it. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter first, a boxer second. You know, when we get in that ring, every last one of us, no matter who we are, if we get in that ring to survive, we're fighting first to survive. We're boxing to survive. I mean, literally, your life is on the line. That's the case. You know, literally put, man, simply put, that's the case. We're in there for the fights of our lives, not for the paychecks. We're thinking about our lives first, so adrenaline is pumping. What's been done before, me being crowned IBF interim world champion, will be done again March 3rd. I will be crowned IBF interim world champion.
Andre, thank you. Jose, we'll end with this. You happy to finally get this rematch?
Sientas mucho ansioso para ganar esta revancha. ¿Cómo te sientes para la revancha? Las emociones que tienes.
Bueno, feliz y contento y que así como de Red habla aquí mucho, así lo hiciera arriba del ring, ¿no? Y esperemos que el sábado haga lo mismo, que pelee de hombre a hombre conmigo y que no salga a correr como gallina, ¿no?
I'm happy, I'm content. You know what? As much as he's talking right now on the stage, I hope he goes ahead and he brings forth a lot of action on Saturday and isn't just a chicken and goes running around.
That will be our opening fight Saturday night. Now let's get to the main event. This will be the 4th heavyweight title fight held at Barclays. It will be the champion's 7th title defense. Brett Yormark's done a great job making Barclays the premier destination and venue for huge fights. Lou DiBella is probably one of the, if not the best promoter in boxing. Deontay Wilder, 39-0, 38 knockouts. Pride at Tuscaloosa, Alabama, has knocked out every fighter he's faced. Known as the Bronze Bomber, WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Luis, the real King Kong Ortiz, 28-0, 24 by knockouts. From Cuba, fighting out of Miami, Florida. And I think Steven hit it perfectly. Both men combined 67-0, 62 knockouts. Champ, weren't many heavyweights lining up to fight this man. You've had opponents who've tested positive for banned substances. Fights were canceled. Yet you really wanted this fight. Why?
Reason I wanted this fight was not only do I think Ortiz is one of the best technical fighters in the business with his Cuban background and style. I haven't seen no Cuban that don't have flawless fundamental skills in boxing. I haven't seen it, even in the amateurs. And a lot of people have labeled him, AKA boogeyman of the division. And coming up, you've seen many guys have avoided him, even champions have avoided him, you know. And I've always said that I was the best. I say it all the time. I think I get on people's nerves because of the way the things I say all the time, because I believe in myself. I don't need people to believe in me. I don't need no one to say what I can or can't do because it's not up to you guys. It's not up to nobody but myself. If I don't believe in myself, then I can't convince others to believe in me. I can't believe America to say, get behind me and believe in me because I'm this and that, and I don't show it. Each and every time I've gotten on this podium, each and every time I've gotten in the ring under the big lights, under the big cameras, I've presented beauty to the ring. And I've given y'all what y'all wanted to see each and every time y'all that came and dressed and looked so good at that night of the fight. I've given y'all those knockouts that y'all want to see. And when they're dealing with Luis Ortiz, they didn't want to fight him. They avoided him. So I said, here is the opportunity to bless Ortiz with this opportunity. I say I'm the best. They say he the best. And this is what boxing is all about, the best, fighting the best. And I couldn't see it no other way. People would say, why you blessed him? Why you fighting him again? See, nobody, I didn't have to fight this fight. I had all the excuses in the world after the first one to run away from this fight. Easy. I could have fought anybody. You know, we got a lot of great Americans coming up. I could have fought any one of those guys. Easy. Easy. But I said, nah. I'm still going to bless him with the opportunity because I feel he's the best, and I say I'm the best. I know I'm the best, and I want to prove to the world that I am the best heavyweight in the world, the baddest man on the planet. Second reason I bless him with this opportunity because me and Ortiz have something in similarity. We got something in common, and that's our children. You know, we know his story about his daughter, and y'all guys know the story about my daughter. So when I saw that, I said, you know what? I got to bless him with a second opportunity because he's trying to support his family just as well I've been supporting my family. So from a father to a father, I gave him that opportunity. So come March the 3rd, with all the personal things put aside, it's going to be an honor to fight with Luis Ortiz, man to man, father to father.
Champ, thank you. Luis, you've heard Deontay say that you're the best, most skilled fighter that he's faced thus far, but you're quoted as saying he's not for you. Why is that?
Él dice que tú es el mejor peleador técnico que al pelear con, pero tú no dices esto para él. ¿Por qué es eso?
Gracias a todos por venir.
Thank you for everyone for coming.
Yo no hablo mal de los boxeadores, nunca.
I never say anything bad about fighters.
Encima del ring cualquier cosa puede pasar.
Because inside the ring, anything can happen.
Yeah. Nunca he respetado a todos.
I respect everyone.
Todos los peleadores que han peleado conmigo, excepto todo el que hable mal de mí. Right? Es un gran boxeador, porque no por gusto lleva 3 años, 4 años con el título. Pero es mi tiempo, es mi oportunidad. Ya Dios me dio la oportunidad de llegar a pelear por el título. Y es mi oportunidad.
This is my opportunity. You know, this is my time. I respect everyone that I step inside the ring with. Look, he's a great champion. He's been a world champion for over 3 years, but this is my opportunity.
Deontay said a lot of things about you in the build-up to this fight. He said he's going to knock you out. He said, once a cheat, always a cheat. What is the one thing that he said, though, in the build-up to this fight that has upset you the most?
Él dice mucho negativo de ti. ¿Qué es el único algo que no te sientes bien con él está hablando con? Las palabras que está diciendo de ti. Las negativas, los comentarios negativos de ti que él está diciendo. Cosas negativas que está diciendo.
De que estoy viejo y que soy un tramposo.
That I'm old. That's what upsets me the most.
He said the thing that's upsetting is that he's old. You just said, Deontay, you always proclaim yourself to be the biggest, baddest man on the planet. How do you plan to prove that Saturday night?
Hello? Yeah. That's the exciting part about Saturday night. You know, seeing what I'm gonna be capable of doing against his style, against his willingness, against his determination to have what I call Sophia. You know, as you know, this is my 7th consecutive time defending my title. I've been a champion since 2015. I'm enjoying every bit of it, and it's a lot of sacrifice. It's a lot of responsibility being a champion, and not just having a belt and that's it, or having fights. That's it. There's a lot of things that come with this, and each and every time I speak like I said because I believe in myself. And come Saturday night, y'all are gonna see why. I've said so many things. I can't say enough. I can't say enough. I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it, receive it. Can you feel the power, the magic that I put out in the universe and then let it manifest and it draws to me? It don't get no powerful than that. My mind, I control that. My words, I speak that. My action, I display that. And come Saturday night, I show it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Luis, you have the opportunity to become the first Cuban Latino-born heavyweight champion of the world. What would that mean to you?
¿Qué significa que puedes hacer el primer campeón del mundo en el peso completo cubano? No, ¿qué es el honor que tienes que para ser el primer cubano para ser el campeón del mundo en el peso completo?
Sí, eso va a ser algo grande el sábado en la noche. Como ya dije, esta es mi oportunidad, es mi tiempo.
Like I always say, this is my time and this is my opportunity, and it's going to be a great triumph.
A lot of fighters visualize, so I'm sure you visualize how this fight is going to play out. What do you see playing out Saturday night?
¿Qué piensas que va a pasar el sábado contra Deontay Wilder?
¿Qué pienso que va a pasar?
Sí.
Va a ser un choque de trenes. Y ahí va a salir ganador el más inteligente.
He's going to come out, I'm going to come out intelligent. It's going to be like training for me. It's going to be like two trains on the same course going head to head.
And the result?
Resultado, predicción.
Alguien se va a sacar un ojo ahí. Y no voy a ser yo que me lo voy a sacar.
I'm going to win, and I'm going to take his belt.
Last one for you, Luis. I see you have the black glove. Is everything okay with your hand?
Todo está bien con tu mano.
No, estos guantes, no estoy acostumbrado al frío.
It's just because it's cold outside, that's all. My hand's okay.
So last one for you, champ. You just heard his visualization. I'm sure you visualize what's for this fight. What do you see happening Saturday night?
Like I've always. Hello? Y'all already know what I'm going to say. Y'all already know what I come to do. I can't say it enough. I haven't knocked every opponent out in the ring for no reason, you know. I haven't done that for no reason, and I plan on continuing to keeping my knockout spree. You know, that's what I do. That's what I'm the best at. That's what people know me by. That's what I'm famous for, knocking people out. And I want to continue to do that. So come Saturday, that's what I'm planning on doing. That's what I speak of doing, and that's what I
No
see
Saturday
myself doing.
night.
And that's it. You know, I can't wait
You don't
for
know
this
nothing.
fight. This is something that I can't wait for. I love this. I love to hit people in the face. I love to see their body on the canvas. I love to see their face down, like I said, ass up.
No, King Kong.
That's what I do.
Not to King Kong.
So this is the best fight right here. This is the best fight in boxing that could be made right here. It don't get no better than this come Saturday night. So everybody should be here. not only just see it on TV, but be here in person, because there's nothing that's going to present itself that's in person that is going to be on TV. You might miss something. And even in the ring, you may miss something. But one thing about it, you better not blink. You better not go get nothing to eat. You better use the bathroom before you come, because you just never know what happens, baby. Because Saturday night, it's going to be bombs away. Bomb Squad!
He said this is not a video game. We actually step inside the ring and fight. This is not a video game. This is not using your controllers.
Who called who out, though? Who gave who the opportunity? I could have ran. I could have did that a long time ago. I called you out. I gave you this opportunity. So, of course, it's not a video game. It's real.
The public gave me the opportunity.
No, the public didn't give you I gave you the opportunity. Myself. The public didn't give you nothing, Ortiz.
Tú no eres Dios, tú no eres Dios.
What
Para darle la
public?
oportunidad.
You didn't give it to me. God gave me the
Pueblo que quiere ver
opportunity.
la pelea.
The public gave me the
No,
opportunity.
God blessed me to give you the opportunity.
Here's the great thing. We get to settle
keep
it
it
finally Saturday night.
A Jaime fue que dio la oportunidad para que se viera un show grande de dos boxeadores.
The public gave me the opportunity to see who's the best fighter between the two of us.
Well, why did it take so long for you to get a title fight then, if the public
I
gave
tell
you
you
this
what.
opportunity?
How about this?
How?
We'll,
Why?
we'll settle it Saturday night. We're going to take a couple questions from the audience. Photos. How about we face off the fighters? Let's start with the first fight of the night. Andre Durrell, Jose Uzcategui. We'll do those guys first. We'll do them first. And of course, the main event for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, against the real King Kong, Luis Ortiz. That's it. 9 p.m. Eastern, Showtime Championship Boxing, the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. 2 unbeaten fighters, Deontay Wilder against King Kong Luis Ortiz.